Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 6:15 on the 10th of July, 2020. I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of general, physical, mental, financial, and all-round well-being. If I am not, I do hope things improve very promptly. And I hope that we are all able to get back to our normal lives at as soon as possible juncture, considering the, extraordinary circumstances we're all in at the moment. But anyway, on to the drink of today. Now, I have been reviewing on and off a few imported beers here and there today, or in recent history on this show, and it's been a while since I've done a weekend's worth of episodes where I've just reviewed like one line of drinks, so that's what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to be taking a look at 3 different imported German beers from the same brewery, namely Pschorr. So today we're taking a look at Pschorr Weissbier. Now I've reviewed a couple of Weissbiers before. I reviewed the Weissbier by Erdinger, and I've also reviewed both the canned and I think the bottled one from Paulaner Munchen. So I've got a bit of an affinity for Weissbier. My brother doesn't really like them so much. He doesn't mind imported beers or German beers in general, but I just don't think he likes Weissbiers in particular, which is fair enough. They're a bit of an acquired taste, to be fair, so can't really be too judgmental on that. I think it says on the bottle here that the brewery was established in 1417, so this is one of the oldest breweries in Germany. And it says the ingredients are water, malted wheat, and malted barley, so keep note of those for anyone who's allergic to malted wheat and malted barley. Yeast, hops, and that's it. So yeah, very simple ingredients, very simply German. I like the sound of that. And this is another Munich Weissbier as well. It's 5.5% alcohol volume, so just about kind of what you'd expect for a German southern Weissbier. So yeah, that's fair enough. And yeah, I quite like the design of the bottle. Very nice mixture of colours, dark bottle against like serene silver and like this interesting sort of like mixture of white and beige on the label. That's quite nice. And then this handsome chap on the front here. I'm not quite sure who this might be. That makes me sound so ignorant, but I'm guessing he's like one of the key figures in the history of Pschorr. And so yeah, this is also an unfiltered Weissbier, so I'm looking forward to that. What's interesting is it's got one of these pulley sort of lids as well, so what's good about that is obviously once you've drunk this you can wash it out and reuse this bottle as I guess a water bottle, or to store your own homemade lemonade, or even your own homemade spirits or alcohol. So this will be quite useful in the future. I did get this for $2.29 from our old friends at the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove, so please visit them and check out their website. They've helped me out by giving me a lot of material for this series, so I do recommend them quite a lot. But anyway, let's give ourselves a sniff of this drink. Ooh. See, I was kind of expecting it to kind of have that sort of sweet wheat haziness of like kind of the Erdinger Weissbier, but it actually smells really similar to Hoegaarden, weirdly enough. It smells a lot like a Belgian blonde beer, so that's quite interesting. But I do like that smell, so I'll give that an 8.5 out of 10 for the smell. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10 for the design of the bottle and the label as well. Very particularly German, so I quite like that. Anyway, quick palate cleanser of water before we taste this damn thing. And now, bottoms up. And everyone, I hope you have a good weekend. Oh, that is very interesting. See, so it has got sort of warm, hot, warming the cockles of your heart haziness that you find in a lot of Belgian blonde beers, but then it's also got that sort of southern hazy sweetness that you find in a lot of German, Bavarian, and southern German Weiss beers and wheat beers. So it's an interesting mix of flavours. It's kind of very mellow in the way that a lot of Belgian beers are, but it's also got that sweet touch to it that a lot of German southern beers have. So yeah, no, it's good. It's very smooth as well, so it doesn't like lacquer the skin off your mouth, and it's a mixture of flavours that, while not, you know, initially intrusive towards one another, do mix together quite well if brewed together competently. And I can definitely say this is a competent brew if I've ever tasted one. So this is probably the best Weiss beer I've ever had. Yeah, definitely the best Bavarian Weiss beer I've ever had. The Erdinger one is pretty good, and the Paulaner Munchen one is also pretty good, but a little bit overly sweet. But no, this one's just got the right balance of haziness, that traditional like continental lager taste, and then that bit of Bavarian sweetness. So no, I really like this. This is very, very good. I'll gladly give this like an 8.65 out of 10. I think there's just a few points where I think its taste could be a bit more outstanding, but I think actually no, I'll give it an 8.7. I think 8.7 is about right, actually. This is a really damn good Weiss beer. It's definitely the best Weiss beer I've ever had. So yeah, no, I really like this. I will definitely go out my way to get a few of these for myself again in the future. I think it was $2.29 or $2.39 for this. That's an absolute steal, honestly. This is great. Yeah, absolutely love it. Definitely a buy. Would recommend not just for beer drinkers, but for all alcohol drinkers, and will be happy to get a few for myself again in the future. So, for anyone who watched this video and liked it, leave a like, share, and subscribe if you do, please. But only if you want to, obviously. I'm not going to force you guys to do anything you wouldn't want to. And if you found it informative, or you have anything you agree with or disagree with in particular, or you want to leave any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do, I'll leave the links to my other YouTube channels and social medias in the video description below. So, without further ado, I hope you've had fun, or at least found this video somewhat informative. And until next time, have fun, stay safe, wash your hands, take a mask with you when you go to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I've been Ted, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Auf Wiedersehen.